Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Phoenix College Softball Stadium. I am here with my broadcast partner, Aiden Blanc. Aiden, excited to be on the mic with you.
Yeah, excited for a great day of softball, a big doubleheader. PC has won 19 of 20 games at Phoenix College Softball Stadium, so they have really had a lot of success at home this season. Well on their way to defending their national championship. And, well, things just continue along today. Looking to pick up two massive wins in conference against Arizona Western.
And we see on the mound for those Phoenix College Bears, Alexis Ayersman. Been stellar this season. Definitely the Bears' #1 option with that 1.17 ERA. With 84 innings pitched, 73 strikeouts across those 84 innings with a 10-2 record, on the mound today. And I think it's going to be a repeat performance and really, just spectacular so far this season for this Bears team. And again, that #1 option, and interesting to see what she goes with here today. Stepping in to lead things off here is going to be Valerie Joaquin for the Matadors. Freshman batting .381 on the season. Speedster as well, 13 stolen bases. So we'll see how this infield can adjust, and we'll see what Ayersman goes with on the first pitch here. And the first pitch delivered is going to be outside for ball 1. First pitch delivered at 12:49 p.m. Again, excited to be with you here in the top of the first inning at Phoenix College Softball Stadium. It'll be a 1-0 count to Valerie Joaquin, the freshman. Getting the start at shortstop this afternoon. Takes the second pitch high for ball 2, and Ayersman falling a bit behind in the count here early to get things started. Count 2-0. As we open things up, 2 pitches in so far. Here comes number 3. In for strike 1, and that will make the count 2-1. Apologies there for that brief delay as we run into some brief technical difficulties here, but either way, it's 2-1 to Valerie Joaquin, the shortstop. Swinging a foul in our direction, up and over our heads.
And just as we said, it's a big opportunity for PC to pick up 2 wins. It's an even bigger opportunity for Arizona Western. Less than ideal season. They're 12-22, 5-6 on the road, and 11-11 in conference play. So if they could win even one of these games against a national powerhouse like PC, it would be a massive, massive turnaround for them this season.
Both of these teams coming off a win. Both of these teams looking for a win here, and a full count to open things up to Valerie Joaquin. It's 3-2. As Ayersman receives the sign, and prepares for the windup, and the payoff pitch on the way. Misses low, and a nice eye on that pitch. Good patience shown by the leadoff hitter Joaquin. That'll make way for Desiree Moran. Hitting .454 on the year, leading the team in batting average. Moran also leading the team in base hits with 49. 16 of those going for extra bases, and one of those out of the ballpark.
Really, the only way they're going to win this game, Arizona Western, is to take Ayersman out of the game early. I think you would agree with that. And the way to do that is work nice big counts, get some hits, get on base, just as Joaquin did there. A great start. Get her to work in 2-2, 3-2 counts. Make her throw pitches.
Phoenix College has some hard hitters in their bullpen as the pitch misses outside, evening the count at 1-1. Again, Joaquin, the runner at first base, able to work a walk in her at bat. And now 1-1 as the pitch is fouled back off the net. Make things 1-2. Ayersman going to look for the strikeout. See if she goes off speed or attacks with the fastball here on 1-2. It goes with the fastball outside and gets the swing and a miss for out number 1. Nice comeback by Alexis Ayersman after allowing the leadoff hitter Joaquin on base, and comes back to strike out the right fielder. Now it's Tinley Smidgel, the designated player to step up, hitting .431 on her season. Takes the first pitch for a strike on the outside corner. You think that strikeout there will boost Ayersman's confidence?
Yeah, great way to bounce back. Nice, easy at bat after going full count first pitch. Our first batter.
Here's a ground ball over the head, but fielded there in deep short. Nice play made in the hole, but it's going to end up being a base hit. Mackenzie Manygoats was there to field that ball in deep shortstop, but it's going to go down as an infield single for Tinley Smidgel, and now Jessie Garcia, the starting pitcher for the Matadors, will step up to bat here with one away. First and second. Joaquin at second, Smidgel at first base after that base hit. And able to get contact and good positioning on that hit. You see just kind of in no man's land. Manygoats keeping it on the infield. And a 1-0 count here to start things off to Jessie Garcia. Garcia has shown her versatility as she fouls that pitch over towards the Phoenix College dugout. Batting .348 on the season, also pitching to a .344 ERA.
New Mexico native, Rio Rancho. .6'1", by far the tallest player we're going to see on this field today.
Wow. Didn't quite catch that when reading up on this Arizona Western Matador team, as she now faces a 1-2 count. 1-2 is going to miss high to even out the count at 2-2, and see if they can get these runners on the move with either a ground ball or something deep to the outfield as the Matadors look to open up scoring. Here's a fly ball on the infield over towards third base, pulled in by Danitza Hernandez for the second out, and Ayersman definitely going to be happy with herself there as she forces the fly out to third, which prevents either runner from advancing. And now 2 outs, still a runner in scoring position for the Matadors, but a much better situation for the Bears. Bears looking to work through this top of the first inning without any damage. 1-0 count here to Molly Forbes, the freshman left fielder. And a back pick to second base is not in time as Valerie Joaquin walks back in safely, and now a 2-0 count. That last pitch from Ayersman just missing the outside corner. Again, Smidgel the runner at first after that infield single. but great composure shown by Ayers, been able to get the fly out of Jesse Garcia, but now a 3-0 count to Molly Forbes.
Everybody hitting fairly up in the box. They don't want Ayersman to drop in a little breaking ball or a riser.
Now swinging at the 3-0 pitch and taking a good hack, but fouling it down the right field line, now 3-1.
Surprised she gets the green light at 3-0 with a pair of runners on so late in the inning.
And Molly Forbes, the freshman, hitting .351 on the season. Honestly, can see that she has a lot of confidence in her ability to swing.
Not someone you really want to stop from swinging.
Right. And you see there taking another hack on 3-1, making it 3-2 as she hits the foul ball in a similar direction.
Interestingly enough, only one coach for Arizona Western, no base coaches. Not even the players. Sometimes you'll see the players come out.
And that's going to be catching the inside corner for strike 3. Goes with the off-speed pitch, coming back from down 3-0 in that count, able to get the strikeout of Molly Forbes to end the inning as we go to the bottom of the first. Excuse me, a little bit of a stumble there early in this game. You know, we're working through it. A little bit hot out here. Either way, that will send us to the bottom of the first. We'll take a quick break. Hello and welcome back for the bottom of the first inning here. Once again, I'm Jacob Suever here with Aiden Blanc, excited to bring you guys some Phoenix College Bears softball today. Again, it was a good top of the first at the end of the day for Phoenix College. Matadors definitely threatened in that inning with 2 base runners on, 1 in scoring position. That was Valerie Joaquin, who led off the inning by forcing a walk. But Ayersman, again, worked through. And now we get a chance to look at Jessie Garcia. Again, we saw her take an at-bat in the top of the first inning and mentioned that she is the tallest player on this Arizona Western team, pitching to a .344 ERA over 59 innings. First pitch is a line drive into center field off the bat of Logan Stepp, and just like that, Phoenix College with a runner on base as it's Logan Stepp leading things off with a line drive single into center field, and now stepping up is Asia Jones, the designated player, freshman, hitting .430 on the year and leading this team in hits with 49. Also worth mentioning, 7 home runs on the year for Asia Jones.
Yeah, she can hit the long ball, not someone that you want up with runners on base if you're Arizona Western. Got to be very careful how you pitch to her.
Asia Jones takes a hack at that first pitch from Garcia, fouling it once again towards the Bears dugout. Nice effort by the Bears to get that leadoff runner on base, and with Logan Stepp and her speed, it's definitely what you want to see. Here's a ground ball to short. Play it second in time, on to first. The throw to first is not in time, and that's going to get away, allowing Asia Jones to advance to second base. So it'll be a fielder's choice as the infield with Joaquin and Barney able to convert the play. So Stepp will be out at second, but Asia Jones reaches second base after the throw was errant, so it'll be a fielder's choice once again. And now Bella Angelo, the center fielder, stepping up. Take a look at some of her numbers on the year. .455 average with 12 home runs and 54 RBIs, so definitely one of the leading scorers on this team, you could say, and has contributed to a lot of this team's success. Here's a fly ball on the infield. That'll be brought in by the shortstop, Valerie Joaquin, for out number 2. So Jessie Garcia able to get 2 quick outs here after the leadoff hit by Logan Stepp. And definitely what she wanted to happen there have happen there, because with Bella Angelo and then Danitza Hernandez now stepping up to the plate, the heart of this Phoenix College order, you definitely want to set yourself up the best that you possibly can. First pitch misses down and in to Danitza Hernandez. You see defensively Valerie Joaquin out there at shortstop getting quite a bit of action already. Runner at second is Asia Jones. Pitch on the way and fouled away. Once again off the bat here of the freshman Danitza Hernandez.
We both done games here. We've both been very aware of those foul balls that can come right in the window. Haven't had one yet. I don't know if you've had one.
I have not had one yet.
Oh, maybe we'll get lucky today.
We've seen a lot go over our head already.
Yeah.
And this time Garcia losing control of that off-speed pitch, so it'll be in the dirt to make the count 2-1 to Danitza Hernandez, the freshman from Chandler, Arizona, graduate of Hamilton High School. We'll bat here with Jones, the runner, at second in scoring position. And taking strike two on the inside corner. Nice pitch that time by Garcia.
Both these teams with strong starts, and then the middle of the order's kind of floundered. See if Phoenix can turn the tide.
And a swing and a miss, and that will do it for the bottom of the first inning. A nice job by really both pitchers in both sides of this first inning to work their way out of a little bit of trouble. Logan Stepp leading things off in that first inning with the hit, but unable to convert as we go to the top of the second. Still no score here at Phoenix College. And Alexis Ayersman, starting pitcher, back out for her second inning of work. Had a nice first inning, saw Valerie Joaquin lead off with a walk and saw them threaten a little bit after the single by Tinley Smidgel, but ultimately it was the strikeouts once again for Alexis Ayersman that allowed her to work through it. Here's a blooping line drive and a base hit into left field off of the bat of Anna Garcia. So, continuing her season, hitting .407 with 11 home runs and working off a base hit to lead off the top of the second inning, excuse me. And now that'll make way for Kimberly Valenzuela, the first baseman, to step up here. Once again, the leadoff man able to get on base, and now a bunt is going to go right back to the mound. Here's the throw to second in plenty of time. Nice play by Alexis Ayersman to get the lead runner at second base. The throw to first not in time, so it'll be another fielder's choice. And more great defense shown by Phoenix College as the good decision-making results in cutting down that lead runner. One out now here in the top of the second inning. The batter, Sherlyn Molina, takes the first pitch just a bit inside for ball one. Ayersman looking very confident out there on the mound after making that strong play, fielding that ball and firing it down to second base. Just in time to get that lead runner. Swing and a miss. Looked like Molina was a little bit behind that fastball. 1-1 count. Valenzuela now the runner at first after swapping places with Garcia. And here's another swing and a miss. Ayersman just kind of sticking to that outside corner. Really like what she's doing with both the fastball and the off speeds on this Arizona afternoon. Ball and 2 strikes. And fighting that pitch off is Molina.
Did that come back here? I heard a loud clink.
I did. I heard the same thing you did.
Well, maybe that was on the top of the press box. Wow. Close call already.
Ball and 2 strikes with 1 away. Here in the top of the second inning as the Yearsman looks for a ground ball. This time loses control of the off-speed pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes. See these middle infielders thinking the same thing. Many Goats kind of hugging that second base bag a little bit. Pitch on the way here to Molina. Misses the zone once again, and it'll be another full count. Yearsman taking a brief walk around the mound as she gathers herself for this payoff pitch. Important pitch on the way. You don't want to put a runner in scoring position with less than 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. Went with the fastball and got the result she wanted. It's another strikeout. Strikeout number 3 on the day for a Yearsman. And now Mackenzie Barney will take a crack at it. Freshman second baseman. Mackenzie Barney will step in for her first at bat, and it'll come with 2 outs after another strikeout. Again, Valenzuela taking a modest couple steps off of first base after each pitch is delivered, and count 1-0 here. Now 1-1. Again, I really like what a Yearsman is doing. It seems like almost any time she misses with a pitch, the next pitch is almost perfect, either catching that outside corner or, as we see just now, getting a swing and miss. She's been very accurate and attentive with her pitching this afternoon. All in 2 strikes here as Mackenzie Barney tries to work her way on, but she swings and misses. Tried to check her swing, unable to do so, and it's yet another strikeout. It'll be strikeout number 4 in the books for Alexis Yearsman, who comes out having a great performance so far in this game. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Still no score here at Phoenix College. And welcome back here for the bottom half of the second inning as the Bears will look to take the lead. I believe Mackenzie Manygoats, the shortstop, will lead things off for the Bears here.
The shortstop, number 77, Mackenzie Manygoats.
Mackenzie Manygoats getting the start once again at shortstop this afternoon.
You can tell she's a shortstop, very athletic build. She's already seen a little bit of action defensively.
We saw her chase down that ball in the gap. Make a nice play on the baseball to keep it on the infield, and here's a nice swing, but foul down that left field line in the gap.
I'll tell you, straighten that out. Terrific play. She almost caught Forbes looking. Forbes was well off the line in left field, and she almost was able to poke one down, get herself probably a triple at this point.
See if Forbes makes
the way that ball was going into the corner, she probably would have been able to get, she definitely would have been able to get 2, maybe 3 bases.
0-1 count after the foul ball. Now things will go to 1-1. Waiting for a call from that home plate umpire. That pitch just missed the outside corner. Out of the hands of Jessie Garcia, who had a nice first inning of work herself. Here's another swing, this time a fly ball into right field. And straight over there in the direction of right fielder Desiree Moran for the first out of this bottom of the second inning. Jenna Huey, the first baseman, will step up. Huey comes into this game posting a .342 average and responsible for 44 RBIs for the Bears this year. Safe to say she has had a major impact as well, playing some good first base. Here's a ground ball off the glove of Anna Garcia, and it careens over in the direction of Valerie Joaquin, so that will go down as an E5, allowing Jenna Huey to reach base. Now Alexis Ayersman will get her first crack at it. She's been having a nice season at the plate as well, hitting .231. Definitely can say that there's no hole that needs to be filled when you have her at the plate and pitching at the same time as well. And just her excellence on the mound, really no way to undermine that at all. She takes a ball one outside for the first pitch. Jessie Garcia, again, forcing the many goats fly out. And then the error on third baseman Garcia. And now a 2-0 count to Ayersman. Corinne Meyer, the left fielder, stands over there on deck, with Sydney Stapleton following her. Here's another ground ball, this time in the direction of the shortstop. And once again, we have a boot of the ball by this Arizona Western infield, allowing Phoenix College to reach base safely. This time it'll be an E6, and once again reaching base, this time Ayersman. Now Corinne Meyer will step up with runners at first and second. That's Ayersman at second, or excuse me, Ayersman at first, Huey at second. Meyer stepping up here with one away, and really have to wonder, how can you recover from some of these mistakes that you're making as an infield? Obviously, a ground ball here with one out to one of those middle infielders could be huge. Get a double play, get yourself back in the dugout. But as a pitcher, Jessie Garcia, you got to stay confident. You can't think about those mistakes too much. And as an infield, I mean, just play better defense. Back up your pitcher. You're getting the ground balls, got to make some plays, as now both Huey and Ayersman have reached in this inning on ground balls that really should have been converted into outs. Now it'll be Corinne Meyer stepping up with an opportunity and a foul ball on the first pitch back into the net. Again, Meyer coming into the game, posting that .274 average. Definitely a difference maker, the sophomore. Nine doubles on the season with 17 RBI, taking ball one, making it 1-1. See the shortstop, Valerie Joaquin, kind of creeping over towards second base, looking for that double play ball, and here's strike two on the inside corner. Nice pitch by Garcia, staying strong. And that's all you can do. One strikeout for her so far today, looking for number two. And just missing the outside part of the plate with that fastball. As we see the count go to 2-2. Jenna Huey showing some aggressiveness over there at second base, taking quite a big lead after each pitch. Line drive foul down the left field line. And we see somebody getting warm over there in that Arizona Western bullpen. I'll try to figure out who that is. Looks like might be Summer Simpson, the freshman from Tucson over there in that bullpen. Line drive into right field, shallow right field. Coming on and making the catch is the right fielder Denise Moran, and the throw to third will prevent Jenna Huey from advancing on the fly ball, and that's the second out of the inning. Another F9 will result in out number two, and Sydney Stapleton will take a crack at it with two outs.
The catcher, number 22, Sydney Stapleton.
Stapleton posting herself a Nice little 300 batting average on the year. The catcher in today's matchup. Faces Garcia here and takes the first pitch low and away for ball one.
Another early offensive start to the inning for PC, and another opportunity for Arizona Western to escape without any damage. Maybe that bullpen not so needed after all.
Yeah, and really in both innings it came down to the fly ball. Able to secure a fly ball with one out both times, and really with two outs you can pitch much more confidently, knowing that you just need one more. 2-0 count here. Batter is Stapleton. And now things will go to 3-0 as Garcia misses with those first three pitches here, and now going to take a deep breath and prepare to deliver the 3-0 pitch, looking for a strike. You don't want to throw anything too good. Delivers a nice pitch for strike one. Gets some encouragement from her shortstop, Joaquin. Takes a short walk towards the mound. Like to see that as these college athletes cheer each other on. Here's a fly ball into right. Coming on is Moran and makes the catch for out number 3. Once again, Arizona Western able to slither out of trouble as we head to the top of the third inning. Still no score here at Phoenix College.
Phoenix College 0 and Arizona Western 0.
Awesome.
Music licensing reimagined.
Safe to say that Alexis Ayersman has been fantastic so far today. Again, with those 4 strikeouts across her 2 innings of work so far. And now back to the leadoff hitter, Valerie Joaquin, to lead things off here in the top of the third inning. Reached bases on balls her first time at bat, and now hits a ground ball back to the mound. They're going to say a fair ball. I thought for a moment that they were going to call that foul, and getting the first out is the pitcher, Ayersman, once again making the play on a ground ball right back to her. Props to her for being all over that ground ball, but at first I thought that the umpire was going to say foul ball.
I agree. I thought that was a foul ball. It looked like it hit the plate and then rolled into fair play there.
I agree with you. Nonetheless, Desiree Moran steps up and takes the first pitch outside for ball one, getting ahead on the count. You know, the one thing I preach till the end is that first pitch of your at-bat can really set the tone for how the rest of it goes. Here's a ground ball over towards second base. Nice play by Cheyenne Ben, who feeds to first base in plenty of time for out number 2. And already, once again, Phoenix College moving quickly here on defense, recording those first 2 outs really within about 2 minutes of play. And now Tinley Schmidl, excuse me on that, will step up for her second at bat. Singled over in the direction of left field in her first at bat and fouls off the first pitch here in her second at bat. Schmidl, again, the sophomore, having a great year so far with that .431 average and looking very confident and athletic there at the plate. Takes a strike on the outside corner, 0-2. Ayersman looking for another quick inning. Hasn't found the strikeout yet in this inning, but on the verge of one here. Here's a line drive in the gap and a base hit as Schmidl able to work her way on for her second hit of the afternoon. It's another single, and extending this top of the third inning, making way for Jessie Garcia, the starting pitcher, for her second at bat.
Number 24, Jessie Garcia.
Had that fly out back in the first inning that really played a major role in helping Ayersman escape trouble. And Ayersman delivers a fastball inside for strike one to start things out here. Get Aiden, you mentioned at the beginning, 6'1", I think you said, on the height.
Yep.
For Jessie Garcia, again, the tallest girl on this Arizona Western softball team. Takes a hack at that 0-1 pitch, fouling it off on the ground, and Jenny Huey over there retrieving the foul ball and tossing it back over to Ayersman. Ayersman once again on the verge of the strikeout, but misses this time with another fastball, 1-2. We'll see what pitch she decides to go with here on 1-2 as she looks to put away Jessie Garcia with 2 outs. Went with the off speed and got the ground ball over to first base in plenty of time for out number 3. Ayersman continues to be spectacular here this afternoon, but still no score as the Bears will come up in the bottom of the third inning looking for some offense.
Music licensing reimagined.
Here we are in the top of the third as Jessie Garcia once again makes her way out onto the mound for her third inning of work. Logan Stepp, the leadoff hitter in this Phoenix College rotation, will step up to lead things off here in the third inning. It was Stapleton who finished off the last inning with a flyout, and now Stepp taking ball 1 to start things out in the bottom half of the third inning here for Phoenix College. And again, Aiden, we've seen it's been a pitcher's duel so far. We've seen not a whole lot of action on offense. The action that there has really been kind of met with a lot of good defense and a lot of good pitching. What can we expect for the rest of this game?
Yeah, I think it might sound a little weird, but this has been a very offensive pitcher's duel. No one's gotten to third yet, but we've had almost every inning we've had runners on first or second base.
Safe to say that
neither pitcher's really blowing it by anybody. They're just able to work themselves out of jams. They've fallen behind early in the innings, but neither team's been able to finish the inning strong with any runs, and the pitchers have worked themselves out of some jams.
Here's a drive into left field, back towards the wall by Logan Stepp. Offensively, that is her third home run of the year, and that is the first run of the ball game, just as we were talking about it. Again, this Phoenix College softball team jumping out to a lead here in the third inning off of the bat of Logan Stepp with the opposite field home run. And, well, that's what happens when you make statements like those that we just did.
Yeah, exactly. Terrific piece of hitting.
Again, I love it. Opposite field. I love it.
Yeah. Oppo Taco.
And now let's see what Asia Jones has in store. Also a big home run hitter, so Garcia got to be careful here. But goes with the fastball to make it 0-1.
Feels like, a 2-ton piano just got lifted off PC's back. They'd threatened those first 2 innings, had not been able to bring anything across, but you just can't keep this offense down. They hit back.
Especially not with a 484 hitter in the leadoff spot in Logan Stepp, who goes to the opposite field with her 3rd home run of the year. And now here's a line drive over to third and off the glove of the third baseman, Garcia, but that was a rocket. It'll be a base hit and a single here for Asia Jones. I mean, that was a rocket off the bat down that third base line. Nice job by Garcia to get a glove on it and kind of slow the momentum of that baseball. Really probably would have ended up deep in that corner, and that's really the only reason that Jones is still at first base. Still nobody out. I think the Phoenix College Bears team is really happy that they were able to start this inning with Stepp at the plate, get things going, and really get the confidence boosted early here in the 3rd inning.
Well, and what else just happened? They turned over the lineup for the first time. That was the second at bat for Stepp. So it's clear that, you know, once they get to the second time around, they're going to be a lot more successful now that they've seen Garcia once. Now's maybe a time where you start to look at maybe warming somebody up in the bullpen.
I'll tell you one thing, Jones, with that big swing that she took at that fastball, she probably wanted to put one out of left field as well.
Absolutely. I think it's fairly clear that you're not going to be able to have somebody face this lineup multiple times over.
And we've seen that quite a bit this year. Once you get into that second and third time, we just start to see a ton of offense. Logan Stepp again with the solo home run to start the scoring here in this game that has not seen any scoring action so far. But here we are in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And things looking up for Phoenix College as they take the 1-0 lead. 1-2 pitch is a ground ball once again off the glove of Garcia, and no play as it careens to Joaquin, who picks it up, reaching first safely. This time it was Bella Angelo, and that will once again go down as, I believe, an E5. Advancing to second on the play is Jones, and now third baseman Danitza Hernandez will step up to the plate now to face Garcia. First pitch is taken on the outside part of the plate for ball 1. Now a 1-0 count, runners at first and second, and a ground ball over there straight into that Arizona Western dugout. So now Arizona Western falling victim to the foul ball before we did. More positives to the day. Ball and a strike. Bears definitely excited to get things going in this bottom of the 3rd inning. But still some work to do as that pitch to Danitza Hernandez misses the zone high, and it's 2-1. And Jones reached base with that single off the glove of Garcia, and then the ground ball off the glove of Garcia. And here's a line drive to shortstop, and a nice play over there is made by Valerie Joaquin for the first out of the inning. Tried to get the double play, but Bella Angelo hustling back to first base. And that'll go down in the books as out number 1. Now Mackenzie Menigo to the shortstop will step up for her second at bat. Had a fly out to right field that led off the 2nd inning of play. So we'll see if she has something better here. Squares to bunt, takes a strike, runner on the move, throw down to third. Is going to get out of the glove of Valerie Joaquin, who was hustling over to cover the bag. Nice heads-up base running there by Asia Jones. And then, of course, Angelo following behind advances to second base. So an 0-1 count, but nice heads-up base running by Phoenix College, who swipes a base. We know that they're never afraid to do that. Here's the foul ball making it 0-2. Again, of course, Logan Stepp, one of the main speedsters on this Phoenix College crew.
Only one out, really good chance to extend this lead, put up a crooked number. You know, very important in a game like this where, you know, you're starting to get to Garcia, but she's still pitched really well. There's a good chance she can rebound from this, or they're going to go to the bullpen and find somebody who can. You want to capitalize in a game where you haven't scored many runs. You need to score runs. You know, take advantage with 2 runners on base and only 1 out. Just get it out of the infield. You're almost guaranteed a run.
Here's a fly ball on the infield. Joaquin goes back for it, says she's got it, and makes the catch. And again, shallow enough to prevent either runner from advancing. So defensively, really the best case scenario there for Arizona Western, getting the fly ball and no run score on the play. So still a 1-0 ball game. But Phoenix College still with an opportunity here as Jenna Huey will step up. 2 outs after the many goats fly out, but Jenna Huey, the first baseman, batting with 2 runners in scoring position. It's Jones over there at third, Angelo at second. First pitch in for a strike, and Garcia liking that call on that pitch. Huey gonna take a step out of the batter's box and now ready for the 0-1 delivery. Just missing that outside corner. See the catcher, Tanya Bassett, gonna frame that up, but unable to get the call, so it's 1-1. Alexis Ayersman standing on deck for Phoenix College. 1-1 is going to hit Huey. I believe it made contact with that elbow, and yes, it did, as she was thinking the same thing. And that will load the bases with 2 outs. Now Ayersman will step up to the plate. Alexis Ayersman, who has been fantastic on the mound tonight with those 4 strikeouts so far, will step up to bat here in a critical situation with the bases loaded.
The pitcher, number 15, Alexis Ayersman.
And if you're Garcia, you know, you're thinking really only 1 pitch away from escaping this jam, but at the same time, you're 1 pitch away from letting this thing get away from you a little bit. Here's a line drive into center field, and a nice catch is made by Sherlyn Molina in center field, reaching up with the left hand and making the catch. And a sigh of relief from Jesse Garcia, who hustles back to the dugout. And we head over to the top of the 4th inning. It's 1-0 as Phoenix College takes the lead on the home run by Logan Stepp. We'll go to the top of the 4th.
Music licensing reimagined.
Hello, and we're back here from Phoenix College Softball Stadium, bringing you the top of the 4th inning. Once again, I'm Jacob Suever, here with my partner, Aiden Blanc. Aiden, we've seen a great game so far, and then nice to see some offense in that 3rd inning from Phoenix College, with Logan Stepp coming up big time with that home run, just sneaking its way over that left field wall out in left center field, and the first pitch here on the way to Molly Forbes, the left fielder, is fouled once again in our direction, but thankfully just above the press box here at Phoenix College Softball Stadium. Ayersman gives the nod and delivers. A foul ball, this time straight back into the net. No balls and 2 strikes. Ayersman off to a strong start here to kick off her 4th inning. Forbes, the freshman who fell victim to a strikeout back in the 1st inning. Ayersman going to look to do it again. Foul ball lifted down the right field line. Count will stay 0-2. And back to the home run, just a nice swing on an outside pitch and putting it exactly where it needed to go and allowing this Phoenix College team to take the lead as we have a line drive down the right field line foul, but a nice hustle by Jenna Huey. Unfortunately unable to come up with the softball. Just out of her reach. But definitely all respect for the hustle. Back to Forbes facing an 0-2 count. Continues to stay alive here. And this time a swing and a miss. Ayersman went down and out with the fastball and forced the swing and a miss for out number 1 here in this top of the 4th inning. And now Garcia will bat with 1 away. Garcia was able to work her way on with that single back in the 2nd inning. Going to look for a repeat performance of that and a strike taken to start things off in her at-bat. And Garcia comes into the game hitting .407 with 11 home runs on the year, so got to be careful when pitching to her. Garcia waits the 1-1 pitch here with 1 away. And a foul back. She's definitely on top of it, in the sense of that if you're a Yearsman, you're definitely thinking, maybe I'm going to go off speed here to try to get Garcia off balance. Garcia, the freshman from Marana, Arizona, batting here, facing a 1-2 count with 1 out in the top of the 4th inning. Trying to even things out in the scoring column after Phoenix College took that 1-0 lead in the 3rd. No one on and 1 away. Ayersman takes the sign and delivers. Loses that one high and away, and now a 2-2 count to Garcia. Kimberly Valenzuela, the first baseman, standing on deck. If you're Valenzuela, you'd rather hit with 1 out and someone on base as opposed to 2 outs and no one on. And now a full count as the Ayersman receives some support from her third baseman, Hernandez. Important pitch here. On the way from Ayersman. Swinging a foul ball. Once again, down that left field line. Very clear that she's ahead of that pitch. But again, just looping it foul down that left field line, and Ayersman gonna have to throw another one here to knock out Garcia. This time it's a looping line drive into left field, getting down for a base hit and a single. Fielded out there by Corinne Meyer, but reaching first base safely is Anna Garcia with that single. And the first base runner of the 4th inning making way for Valenzuela. And now Ayersman going to have to worry about the base runner. And Ayersman getting ready to pitch quickly, but the umpire calling for a timeout, and she will take a quick step off the mound. Valenzuela reached back in the 2nd inning on a fielder's choice, taking the first pitch here high and away for ball 1. Notice that Ayersman oftentimes on that first pitch will really kind of get loose with her windup and lose control of it to the outside part of the plate. Here's one line drive down the right field line, but foul out of play. It'll be a 1-1 count. Also down by Logan Step over in the corner there. Ayersman quickly back to the mound and ready with the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Went up in the zone and got the swing. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kim Valenzuela, the first baseman, here with 1 out. It was Forbes who struck out to start this inning. Now a ground ball over to third. Throw to second by Ben from Denitza Hernandez at third base. Ben makes the catch at second, but then struggles to get it out of the glove, and no throw to first base. So it'll be, once again, Valenzuela reaching on the fielder's choice. Garcia ruled out at second, and that'll be out number 2. Mackenzie Barney will now step up, the second baseman, with 2 outs.
Number 4, Mackenzie Barney.
And if you're Arizona Western, you really want to get this run back. We'll see if they maybe think about getting that runner in motion, possibly. Not really sure if you want to risk getting any outs on the base paths here, but getting ahead in the count here is Sherlyn Molina, who steps in. Might have announced Mackenzie Barney, second baseman, as the batter. That's my apologies. But it'll be a 2-ball and no strike count. Molina, the center fielder, the batter. Takes that pitch for a strike, making it 2-1 with 2 outs. Molina looking to reach base here with 2 away, and the runner at first being Valenzuela. 2-1 delivery, swinging a foul back, making it 2-2, and a Yearsman now with a chance for another strikeout here. Currently has 5 of them so far on this afternoon through 4 innings of work. So keeping pretty good pace with her season average, but missing with that pitch, so we'll see another full count, something that is nothing new on this afternoon. Valenzuela at first base, Molina the batter at the plate. Now Yearsman going to step off and take a second here. And then once again step up to the mound. 3-2 on the way, and a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 6 for a Yearsman. And once again escapes with no damage done, and will go to the bottom of the 4th inning as Phoenix College will come back up to the plate. It is a 1-0 Bears lead.
Artlist.io.
And here we are back with, it's going to be Corinne Meyer leading things off here in the bottom of the 4th inning for the Bears. Once again, going back to the 3rd inning, Logan Stepp with the home run. One of the only big sparks of offense that we've seen tonight. That led to, again, the score and the Phoenix College lead that currently still sits at 1-0 here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. First pitch out of the hands of Garcia is grounded to short, fielded by Joaquin, and over to first in plenty of time to retire Corinne Meyer for the first out of this bottom of the 4th inning. It'll be 6-3 in the books, and Sydney Stapleton will step up now with 1 away. And Aiden, you think we'll see another home run tonight off the bat of these Phoenix College Bears?
Well, let's see. They're going to turn the lineup over in just a moment, and the last time they did that, Logan Stepp hit one over the center field fence. 9-1-2, a good 3 to have up if you're PC with this just monstrous murderer's row of hitters.
We'll see if they can work somebody on base to set themselves up to bring home as much as they can. Again, you can never say no to insurance. Taking a pitch now high with 2 strikes, making it 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes with 1 away here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Bears trying to get something going after taking the lead in that 3rd inning. Another good eye and the patience here of Stapleton paying off as she works 0-2 to 2-2. Garcia from the windup once again, and a swing and a miss. Garcia goes back to the fastball on 2-2 and happy with her decision as she gets the strikeout.
The right fielder, number 6, Logan.
That'll be the 2nd strikeout of the afternoon for Jessie Garcia. First came in the 1st inning against Denitza Hernandez. And now Logan Stepp will bat with 2 outs. First pitch on the way. Taken for a strike. And Aiden, you think she remembers that home run? I think she does.
Certainly a good mentality to have coming up. She's had the most offensive success of really anybody today.
All ball down that right field line, and really tough to measure offensive success compared to what's been going on today because these pitchers have really been excellent. You know, obviously she missed with that 1 pitch to Stepp in the 3rd, but we'll see what she comes back with.
We thought that Garcia, maybe when she gave up the home run and then the single in the air, maybe that was going to be the end of her day. She battled back. She only gave up 1 run. This is still a very winnable game for Arizona Western. So at the end of the day, yeah, she made a mistake, but it wasn't too major. Both these pitchers have really cruised in this game.
And we saw some action out in that Arizona Western bullpen during that 3rd inning, but ultimately, as we see, Garcia still on the mound here for a 4th inning of work. So,
well, you also have to remember there's a 2nd game coming up, and you're going to need, we're in the 4th inning right now. You're probably going to need 9 more innings worth of pitching, and only a couple innings are going to come from Garcia, assuming she doesn't start game 2. So you want to use your pitching sparingly in these doubleheaders. That's why it gets kind of tricky.
Now the count once again going full, so Stepp facing a full count here from Garcia, and here's a line drive into right. Coming on and unable to make the catch is right fielder for the Matadors, Desiree Moran. You see playing back towards that right field fence, and that looping line drive able to... Logan Stepp now 3 for 3. Led off the game with a single, the home run in the 3rd, and now here in the 4th inning able to work off a single. Asia Jones takes the first pitch down and in for ball 1. Stepp now aboard with 2 away. It was the ground out and the strikeout of Stapleton for Garcia to get this inning started, but then Stepp worked her way on. Here's a ground ball fielded by the 3rd baseman over there, Garcia, and the throw to first in time. Nice play that time by Anna Garcia, getting the weak ground ball off the bat of Asia Jones and retiring the runner at first base. We will go to the top half of the 5th inning. Here we are back once again for the 5th inning of work. A Yearsman going to face Mackenzie Barney, the 2nd baseman here. It's a ground ball back to the mound, fielding it and throwing to first, and not in time. So reaching base with a infield single this time is Barney on the first pitch out of the hands of a Yearsman. A Yearsman, to her credit, has been spectacular tonight in terms of defense. Been responsible for a couple of putouts there on the mound. But this time, the weak ground ball unable to get to it in time as the speedy Mackenzie Barney made her way down that first baseline. And now the shortstop Joaquin stepping up to to keep things going here with the runner at first. Nice way to lead things off for Arizona Western. Again, still only trailing by a run. Now the leadoff runner on base, and definitely preferred that it would be someone like Barney with her speed. See what they think about doing here as the line drive into right field and making the catch and a chance to double him up at first, but the throw is not in time, and advancing to second base on the errant throw is Barney. It was Logan's step in right field making the catch on the line drive. Had a chance to get the double play at first base as Barney kind of wandered off the bag there. But it's going to be an F9, and now stepping up to the plate is Moran, taking the first pitch high for ball one. Kind of a missed opportunity there.
Interesting, they're being a little more aggressive on the bases as this game goes along. You probably don't do that in the first or second inning.
Here's a fly ball deep into center field. Arizona Western has taken the lead in this game.
Well, as we mentioned, this is a team 10 games under 500. This would be a major win for them. They're just at 500 in conference play. Great battle from this Arizona Western team. They've been stumped by Ayersman all day, but all it took was 2 at-bats, and they're able to take the 2-1 lead. That's the thing about a one-run game. You can change it up just like that. And now they're in front. Going to be 6 defensive outs from a massive, massive win to start this doubleheader.
But if you're a Yearsman, you got to just keep things going because Tinley Schmidl is now into the box. Takes the first pitch outside for ball one, and really just one swing of the bat there. And we know that Desiree Moran can hit the home run ball.
Look at how far up in the box she is. And it's
it pays
really
off.
working, yeah.
Yep, ground ball over the head of third baseman Danitza Hernandez into left field. It's another base hit. It's a single with one away. And this time it's Schmidl. Another hit for her. She is 3 for 3.
The pitcher, number 24, Jesse Garcia.
And now Garcia with a chance to help her own cause here.
Well, again, they're going up, up, up in the box. That back foot barely at the back of the plate. And it's helped. They're kind of able to anticipate. She's not able to drop in a changeup or throw them a rise ball or anything. They're going to hit it up in the zone.
First pitch taken for a strike here. And now a fly ball over to second base. Cheyenne Ben going to handle that one with ease for out number 2. That's what you needed. Weak fly ball off the bat of Garcia, and now Molly Forbes steps in.
Number 10, Molly Forbes.
Molly Forbes has fallen victim to the strikeout 2 times tonight, once in the first and once in the fourth. Now bats here in the 5th. Still Arizona Western with some momentum in this inning despite those 2 outs. They've taken the lead. Runner at first is Schmidl. She singled. But it was Desiree Moran with the heroic 2-run home run here in the 5th inning. And as we approach the end of this game, you know, every little thing is going to matter. And boy, I'll tell you, a 2-1 game is a whole lot different than a 1-0 game. Ground ball handled by the shortstop. Throw to first in plenty of time. Manygoats making the play, and Huey handling it at first base. That will send us to the bottom of the 5th inning. Bears now with some work to do as they fall down by a run. They will look to come back here in the bottom half of this inning. And welcome back here for the bottom of the 5th inning as the Bears are going to look to retake the lead. They currently trail by a run after the 2-run home run by Desiree Moran. That really kind of gave a spark to that Matadors offense that has been pretty much silent tonight with the pitching of Alexis Ayersman. And now we see Jesse Garcia back on the mound for another inning of work. First pitch here on the way to Bella Angelo, who leads things off here in this inning.
Heart of the order due up between Angelo Hernandez and Many Goats. They are 0 for 5. Angelo's the only one who's reached with an error, so they really need to start heating up against Garcia here if they want to start a rally. Remember, PC has only lost 1 game here. They're 19-1 in this stadium.
Yeah,
so this would be a very significant result should they lose.
They
but still 6 defensive outs. This offense can come alive at any time, as we've seen.
Here's a ground ball actually taking off the glove of the shortstop, Valerie Joaquin. Well, on the topic of interruptions there, looked like she might have knocked her own glove off with her foot there. So the leadoff hitter, Bella Angelo, going to work her way on base with what I believe might go in the books as a single.
Yeah.
An E6. Not.
I would say E6 because that was, she had that fielded cleanly and then the glove came off.
First pitch taken for ball 1, just low.
Look at the errors in this game. PC has left a runner on base in every single inning. They've left a total of 7 runners on base over these 4 innings. They've also forced 3 defensive errors. That would be the 4th right there. So, no excuse not to capitalize on that.
Fly ball into center field. Hit pretty deep, but camping under it is Sherlyn Molina for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Camping at first is Bella Angelo, and now stepping up to the plate is Mackenzie Manygoats. Grounded out in the second, flew out in the second. Flew out in the third as well. Now looks for a base hit here in the 5th. Like you said, yeah, forcing those errors, leaving the runners on base. Phoenix College just got to do a better job of taking advantage with those runners in scoring position. And doing a better job. Again, the only run of this game was on that solo home run by Logan Stepp. Just kind of unfortunate for them that there was nobody on base at the time. You would have liked to see 2 or 3 runs come out of that home run. And now a 0-2 count to Many Goats after the foul ball and the called strike.
Can't afford a second out here. Need a runner on base. 1 on and 2 out is very different than 2 on and 1 out.
Yep, and with Jenna Huey on deck, you definitely want 2 runners on base. Foul ball back over towards the first base dugout as Many Goats fights to stay alive. Also don't want a ground ball. Want something either in the gap or over the fence. That'd be nice. Here's a fly ball into center field. Once again going to be handled out there by Sherlyn Molina for the second out of the inning, and Jenna Huey will step up. We'll see if Phoenix College can salvage something here. Again, it was the leadoff hitter, Bella Angelo, in this inning, reaching base on the E6, and you really just hope that as Phoenix College that you can convert something here. 2-1 lead for the visiting Matadors. First pitch taken for ball 1 outside, and a throw to first not in time. So 1-0 count here to Jenna Huey, the sophomore. Again, with 44 RBI so far on the year, and would love to add to that total here, but it would likely take an extra base hit. Fly ball into left field. Coming on is the left fielder, Molly Forbes, who makes the catch and puts it away for out number 3. Anyway, still a little bit of a struggle in the bottom half of the 5th inning to get going for the Bears. They'll see what happens in the sixth as we go to the top half. It is a 2-1 lead for the visiting Matadors. Fly out. And Alexis Yersman back out for her sixth inning of work here as Garcia steps in to lead things off. Garcia has really given Yersman a run for her money.
And considering Yersman was stronger in the early going.
Here's a fly ball in the infield. Coming on is Hernandez, who makes the catch for out number one. This time it's a Yersman getting the best of her as it's out number one very quickly. But that'll make way for Kimberly Valenzuela to step in here. I'm sure she's happy with herself for that.
First baseman, number 21, Kimberly Valenzuela.
Valenzuela has reached base twice this afternoon, both on fielder's choices. And takes the first pitch here for ball one. Again, Yersman still looking strong here in her sixth inning of work, despite relinquishing that lead in the fifth inning. It was the two-run home run by Desiree Moran, the right fielder, that put the Matadors on top. Wouldn't say it really affected her ability at all as she continues to look strong here.
Yeah.
But, again, important in terms of the scoreboard, as it's now Arizona Western with that 2-1 lead. And now strike two called on the outside part of the plate. Valenzuela taking a peek over at that third base dugout and now stepping back into the box. Ball and two strikes with one away. Here comes the 1-2. It's a curveball and a fly ball, and a nice catch is made over there by Jenna Huey in foul territory with that ball spinning away from her for out number two, and a way to take advantage of that opportunity by Jenna Huey. Will now be 2 outs for Sherlyn Molina, the center fielder who has also been a strikeout victim twice tonight, similar to some of her teammates. Here's a ground ball to short, fielded by Many Goats, but unable to bring it in. Knocked it down, but lost control of it. That'll be a defensive error for Phoenix College. I believe they're first of the game, and Molina reaches with 2 outs.
Second baseman, number 9, Mackenzie Barney.
Now Mackenzie Barney bats, looking to keep this inning going, but Yersman, again, in theory, able to get 3 outs so far this inning. Here's a fly ball deep down that right field line, but out of play. Strike one.
They're really starting to hit Yersman, and they should. About to go turn the lineup over for the third time.
Yep, so if you're the Matadors, you've seen it twice, and you're just hoping to make something happen here before they go to the bullpen. No word from that Phoenix College bullpen yet. Here's a ground ball in the infield. Hernandez fields it, comes to first in time. And that will do it here for the 6th inning as we go to, well, at least for the top half. We still got a bottom as the Bears try to retake the lead. They trail by a run 2-1. So Phoenix College really right where they want to be to start things out here in the bottom of the sixth. And Logan Stepp walking up to the plate. Or excuse me, pause for one moment. Looks like...
No, that's her. Oh, no, you're right. It's Ayersman. Correction, the pitcher, number 16, Alexis Ayersman.
Looks like I've confused you once again. I've done it twice now.
Uh-huh. And it looked like the umpire had a conversation. He thought they were batting out of order.
It looked like...
We almost caused some serious problems, didn't we?
Number 16 will be the hitter, not number 6.
Now that is Ayersman. And
either way.
boy, she's trying to help herself out, looking like she's going to go in the complete game. And, you know, allowing just 2 runs, not the worst day. And you'd think, you know, as a pitcher, you go out there and you hold them to 2 runs, however many hits, and you think, oh, I got this in the bag. It's just so frustrating to not have the offense behind you like that, especially on a PC team like this that scores so often and normally has just such a potent offense. To not have it there is really not ideal.
Potent is a great word to describe this Phoenix College offense. Again, I think the 3rd inning is a better representation of how their offense usually kind of pans out with that step home run, but again, just nothing giving for them here. Ground ball foul, keeping the count 1-2 off the bat of Ayersman. Ayersman really trying to do something for her own good here.
Here comes some of that wind.
Yep.
It's a perfect day. It's a little hot earlier. Now the wind is, you know, blowing in. Nice warm breeze. Love this.
I'm a fan, but it can be tough sometimes. Another foul ball lifted, foul, out of play.
Oh, I was ready for it.
That one landed right on top of us.
And it took a while to get there, too. I was ready for it, and then I thought, okay, it went over our heads, and then it right on top of us.
Ball and 2 strikes. 2-1 lead for Arizona Western Matadors. Another foul ball over our heads, and it was Moran, Desiree Moran, the right fielder, who came up with that home run. Leads this team, this Matador team, in hits. Also, again, leads in batting average. But now all the attention on Alexis Ayersman, who continues to fight off pitches here. Count's been 1-2 for what seems like an eternity here. A great job by her to continue to stay alive with nobody out. And as the leadoff hitter in this inning, you really want to do something, anything you can to get on base. She's doing what she can here to stay alive. Ball and 2 strikes. Garcia's pitch in the dirt. Ayer's been able to hold up. I like the patience. It'll be 2-2 now. Again, as a leadoff runner, you get on base. I feel like you're just so much more likely to score in that situation. Here's a ground ball back at the mound. Garcia throws to first as the Ayersman hustles down the line, but to no avail. It'll be out number 1. Now stepping up is the outfielder Corinne Meyer. And if anyone can spark this lineup, it's her. She plays with a lot of intensity. You can see it in her eyes. Now batting with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Again, crucial situation for the Bears, trailing by a run. Garcia winds up for the first pitch and delivers. I hear you yawn. I don't really know how you can
Long night.
yawn and with a game like this.
No, this has been a very entertaining
Absolutely.
matchup.
It's been a pleasure to be a part of the broadcast team. Here's a line drive. The ball rolls to the wall. Here's the throw in. It's not in time. It's a stand-up double for Corinne Meyer. Really a sliding double, but had plenty of time to do so.
Number 2, Sydney Stapleton.
For Corinne Meyer, who has the double here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Looks like we may get a courtesy runner. Let's see. It looks Stapleton's going to bat, so there's no pinch hitter.
No, it looks like they're going to bring in actually, I believe, another Sydney. It's number 2. So we got actually 2 confusing situations here. They're bringing in number 2, Sydney Hake, to bat with 1 out. So it looks like we'll have a substitution of some sort. We'll see if she takes over on the mound or in the field come the top half of the 7th inning.
Pinch hitting, number 2, Sydney Hake.
Sydney Hake, the freshman out of Desert Mountain in Scottsdale, awaits the first pitch here. Ground ball right side. Throw's going to go to first. Advancing to third base is Corinne Meyer. So there's now 2 outs here in this bottom of the 6th inning, and stepping up to the plate is none other than Logan Stepp, who I thought was leading off this inning, but turns out I was wrong. And she now bats with 2 outs in a crucial situation with the tying run at third. First pitch is fouled away. Garcia went a bit inside with that pitch, in on the hands, and Stepp fought it off.
Other than that inning in which 7 came to the plate, this is Garcia's toughest test. Stepp with a run around third, just lethal.
0-1 pitch, misses the plate.
That was right on the border. You could tell she really wanted that pitch.
Yeah, you can see it.
Could have used it too. You go up 0-2 in the count. It's so much confidence. Now you're fighting at 1-1.
And Stepp now going to take first base after being hit by that pitch. Looked like Garcia might have just lost control of the off speed. And if I'm Garcia, I'm just going to move on to the next hitter. Take it as a win that Stepp is no longer in the batter's box. Asia Jones, though. Batter again hitting .430, 7 home runs on the year coming into this one. We'll see what she's got here. It's first and third. Runner at third is Meyer. First pitch taken for ball 1. Getting ahead in the count and setting the tone for the rest of her at bat is Asia Jones, the freshman.
You don't want to say that Stepp is meaningless, because she's not, but you want to get that runner on third in at all costs.
Yep, you don't want to make any mistakes. If you're Stepp, you want to be perfect over there at third. If you're Meyer, you want to take advantage of any opportunity you can. But again, with 2 outs, you're running on contact either way. And with Asia Jones, you're hoping to see some big contact here with a 1-1 count. Jessie Garcia delivers the pitch, and it's low for ball 2. Wouldn't mind loading the bases for Bella Angelo either, that's for sure. Bears have got to cash in here with 2 outs. Asia Jones takes another pitch out of the zone, and it'll be a 3-1 count. Things really looking up for her.
That is a gutsy take, probably one that you don't go through with on a 2-strike count. You only do that with 1 strike. 3-1 here, hitters count. You got to bring the run in.
Other testament to her patience as she awaits the 3-1. And it misses the zone inside. I was waiting a signal from the home plate umpire, and that will be ball 4, loading the bases. Once again for Bella Angelo, the sophomore center fielder with 12 homers on the year. Moving up to second base on the walk is Logan Stepp, and now looks like the head coach of Arizona Western going to possibly make a change here. We'll see if it's the end of the afternoon for Jesse Garcia. I'm not sure. Regardless, it was a great afternoon for Garcia. Let's see as I tally some of those numbers for you. It looks like despite only tallying a total of 2 strikeouts on the afternoon, she was excellent in drawing a lot of fly balls. And it looks like she will stay out there.
Interesting move, and clearly they have not opened up the bullpen very much. They're going to, this is a risk. You know, Garcia, it's a lot of weight on her shoulders. Bases are loaded. She just needs 1 out. All she's got to do is really get a ground ball in the infield. They should be able to get the out, but oh boy, big point in this game.
Tying run is at third. Go-ahead's at second. First pitch is outside for a strike.
Especially after she just walked a batter. It's smart to take a pitch or two. You know, don't give away this opportunity. You may not get it in the 7th.
Angelo awaits.
Now you got to swing. Now you really got to tighten up. 0-2. Good for Garcia, right? Last couple of batters, she's fallen behind in the count. Now she's ahead 0-2. Needs the punch out like there's no tomorrow.
Bottom of the 6th. Bases loaded. 0-2 count. On the way, and a swing and a miss. Jessie Garcia able to work for her 3rd strikeout of the afternoon, and it comes in a critical situation with her Matadors leading by 1 run as we go to the top of the 7th. It is a 2-1 game. Hello and welcome back here for the top half of the 7th inning at Phoenix College Softball Stadium. Phoenix College going to try to work through this top half as quick as they can to get back to the plate, because you trail by a run and you just want to get these 3 outs and get back on offense. Stepping up to lead things off here is Valerie Joaquin, the shortstop. And here's a line drive to second base, and that one's going to be caught. For out number 1 by the second baseman. Cheyenne Ben on that catch. And again, Phoenix College just trying to work as quick as they can in this inning to...
I'll tell you, what an excellent play by Ben, right? Getting the leadoff run around like this. Arizona Western's going to be looking for any kind of mistake to try and get an extra run or two. And man, Ben just took that away from him.
And here is Desiree Moran up to the plate. The woman who put that softball over the fence back in the 5th inning to give the Matadors this lead. And this time grounding one down the right field line, but foul this time. So it's 1-1. Yersman again still on the mound here in the 7th inning. She's been excellent. 6 strikeouts.
There's action in the PC bullpen.
See if we can figure
Sydney
out
Hockey
who's over there.
has come in. Hockey is probably starting game 2. unless they want to try Ayersman out for a few innings.
I've seen her pitch.
But wouldn't be surprised if Ayersman gets into trouble at a 2-1 game. Can't afford to give up any runs here.
Right.
Hockey very well could come in if any problems occur.
2-2 count now to Desiree Moran. Again, Moran was easy pickings in the first and third inning. It was a strikeout in the first and then the ground out to second in the third inning, but then that boomstick home run, I mean, that was really a no-doubter.
Yeah.
Now 2-2 with one away in the top of the seventh as Phoenix College plays defense here.
2 home runs, the only offense today.
It's been the definition of a pitcher's duel here.
Both these pitchers have left quite a few runners on base.
In testament to...
I have 7 left for Arizona Western.
Couldn't imagine it being more than that for Phoenix College.
And 11 for Phoenix College. Twice they've left the bases loaded.
And this time off the bat of Moran into right field for a base hit. They almost had the play at first. Step came up firing, but it's going to be a single as she reaches base safely. And now Schmidl back up to the plate, who has been excellent. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Didn't make it past first either time.
Wow, look at how far Schmidl is up in the box.
She's ready.
Her back foot almost at the front of home plate.
Ground ball to third. On to second. Ben over to first. It's a double play, and that's exactly what you want to see. Hopefully that double play can shift some momentum as Hernandez fields it and throws it over there to Ben, who finishes with the throw to Huey. That'll send us to the bottom half of the 7th inning. The Bears going to have one last shot here to finish things out and try to get the lead back. They trail 2-1 as we go to the bottom half of the 7th inning here once again at Phoenix College. Well, it's the bottom half of the 7th inning. Phoenix College here with one last chance. I believe stepping up here is going to be Danitza Hernandez to lead things off. Hernandez in this game has put the bat on the ball pretty nicely twice. In that 3rd inning, she had the line out. In the 5th inning, she had that fly out to center field, but
she just hasn't quite found it yet.
I'll tell you, it'd be nice right here to do that.
Exactly. Great time to come alive with your bat.
Want to know.
You get Hernandez, Manny Goetz, and Huey. Only Huey has reached.
Fly ball into center field. Back at the wall at the track.
Time to come alive. Finds her pitch. In the last inning, she finally gets it. Maybe gets a little bit help from that breeze that carries it over Molina's head. Looked like Molina had a play on it, and now it's a brand new ball game. They just need a run to wrap up and move to 20-1 here at home.
And it was Hernandez that started the double play to come out of the top half of the 7th inning, and then Hernandez stepping up to the plate and ripping that ball into deep center field. It just kept carrying and carrying and carrying, and now Riley Martin's going to pinch hit in the place of Manny Goetz here with nobody out, and now we have a tied ball game. They're going to look to win it. Tied at 2 runs apiece. Nice take.
Well, interesting move these last 2 innings. They pinch hit for Stapleton with Hockey, and they pinch hit for Many Goats with Martins. So some of the less successful names in the lineup, they've taken him out, make Garcia face some new hitters, and it's so far worked a little bit.
Right, I was going to say that, maybe switch things up a little bit as, again, Garcia now. Right, as the hitter, you've seen Garcia a couple times, but now Garcia as well has started to get a little bit familiar with the hitters as well. So, but now a new ball game in the bottom of the 7th inning and a 3-0 count to Riley Martins. Riley Martins starts a lot of games for Phoenix College, is used as a utility player as well. Coming in here in the 7th inning to bat and being patient, will get the opportunity to walk down to first base. So a base on balls, and now it's Jenna Huey stepping up with nobody out.
Hang on, we're getting another substitution.
Let's see who they go with here. Looks like number 25, Madison Garcia, the freshman from Odessa, Texas, graduate of Permian High School, will pinch run over at first base in the place of Riley Martins, who worked her way on base with the walk just now. And Jenna Huey. Huey reached on the E5 back in the 2nd, was hit by a pitch in the 3rd, and then flew out to left field in the 5th. So she is well part of the group of Bears still looking for her first hit on this afternoon. We'll see if she's got it going here for her here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Here's a line drive off the glove of the shortstop Joaquin, and everybody's going to be safe. Moving up 70 feet here is going to be Madison Garcia, and advancing and reaching safely at first base is Jenna Huey. That was an absolute rocket, once again taking the glove off.
Ayersman's going to get hit for here. We're going to get a sub at first.
Or it looks like Huey will stay on the run, but yes, Yearsman going to be replaced here with nobody out, and Phoenix College cooking here.
Number 17, Elise Kingston. And batting number 24, Kayla Miranda.
So they will go with a new runner at first base. You were right on that. Kingston comes in to run at first.
Depending on how you score that, that should be the 5th or 6th error of the day.
And now Kayla Miranda, the Tucson native, coming up to the plate here with runners at first and second. Tied ball game at 2-2 in the bottom of the 7th inning. First pitch catches the outside corner for a strike, and Miranda takes a shake and says, "I see what's coming here, and I'm ready for the next pitch." 0-1 count.
All you got to do is put it in the outfield. You get the sense the speed at second should get you the run. If you're a base runner, you also don't want to leave early right now. Get yourself taken out of this game, right? You put so many, you still haven't gotten an out, right? You're in such good shape. You don't want to run yourself into any stupid plays.
You want to maintain that.
They're going to get an out, make them earn it.
Exactly. Now the 0-2 pitch, missing the plate, making it 1-2.
Honestly, you would think in this situation, you don't bring in such a power hitter like Miranda, you would bring in a bunter. Somebody to move the runners up. Or at least attempt it with nobody out.
As long as she does the job, but she takes strike 3 on the inside part of the plate, and that's out number 1. So things looking a little bit better here for the Matadors as they're able to get the strikeout of Miranda. And now again, Karen Meyer. Again, I mentioned her fierceness, and I really just love watching her play because she not only looks happy out there, she looks like, everything is, 10 times important. And here's a swing and a drive deep into left field. This time it will be caught at the wall, and the tag and the throw. Defense to finish off the 7th, and that's going to send it to the 8th inning. as we are tied at 2. It was the center fielder for the Matadors, Sherilyn Molina, out there in center field making the play, tagging from second and trying to advance to third. And really, to your point, a mistake on the base path that really might end up having an impact on this game as they're unable to put that final run on the board. We'll stay with you as these teams move to the 8th inning. Again, tied at 2. And let's talk about the thing that I'm sure we're all thinking about, Danitza Hernandez, and the big home run coming at such a crucial situation in the 7th inning, in the bottom of the 7th inning, to lead things off. Again, the freshman hitting her 14th home run on the year, came into the game hitting .452, but it's going to be Phoenix College looking to hold them off, as we will take a quick 30-second break here and be right back with you.
Leading on, the pitcher, number 24, Jesse Garcia.
And we're getting things started off quickly on defense for Phoenix College, who comes up with the flyout here of Jesse Garcia. Flying out over there to first base, Jenna Huey, and again, Aiden, it's really just been an incredible back-and-forth game with the score now being tied at 2 runs apiece.
And remember, they're going to put a runner on second to start the inning to speed things up.
Let's see who that runner is out there. It looks like it's number 7, Annette Juarez from San Luis, Arizona, out there running for the Matadors.
Running at second base, number 7, Annette Juarez.
No balls and a strike. One out
Interesting
here
they let him choose who the runner is. Usually it's last defensive out.
I also forgot there are 2 outs now because of the first out being automatically applied.
No, I did not know that they were using that rule.
Foul ball off the bat of Forbes. So Garcia goes down with the F3, and that, again, really speed things up here in this 8th and extra inning here at Phoenix College Softball Stadium. It's been quite the thrilling game, and rarely do you see a starting pitcher work her way into extra innings, and the 0-2 pitch is going to be called on the swing. They're going to say she wasn't able to hold up, and that's out number 2.
Third baseman, number 23, Anna Garcia.
Another strikeout added to the night, or to the afternoon, for Alexis Ayersman. I believe that's number 7. And now a swing and a miss from Garcia.
All the defense will stay the same with the exception of Meyer comes out.
Phoenix College quickly looking.
Madison Garcia comes in and left.
To move through this inning and get that third out, and still at second base is the runner, Juarez. And again, another ideal situation. By the way, defensive replacement for Phoenix College, or less of a replacement, more of an adjustment, as Corinne Meyer moves in at shortstop. That foul ball down the right field line will be brought back as the count is now 1-2. And again, again, speaking about Meyer, you see there in the outfield and now playing shortstop, really one of the most important positions on the field, along with, pitcher and catcher. That versatility and athleticism that she's able to play with. Here's a ground ball over to short. Right as I say that, the ground ball to Corinne Meyer will finish up this 7th inning as we go, this top of the game. And the Phoenix College Bears will look to win it in the bottom half of this inning. Here we are in the bottom of the 8th inning. Running at second base is going to be the ever dynamic, and that we were just mentioning, Corinne Meyer out there at second base, the sophomore. And batting is Sydney Stapleton, who checks back into the game after she was hit for in her last what should have been her last plate appearance, but Sydney Hake took over in that one. So Stapleton will bat here. Squares to bunt, but missed it. And this is, again, like you were kind of saying earlier, kind of what we expected them to go with in that 7th inning when they really have that opportunity.
Stapleton up in the box.
And, of course, we know how that ended with the double play. Credit really to the Matadors defense and Sherilyn Molina for making the catch at the wall and then firing in a nice throw to third base.
Look for her to slap one first or third right now with the corners. Garcia and Valenzuela both coming in. You get it over their heads, you get a very good chance to score that run.
And here's a bunt attempt, but unfortunately for her, it was Gigi Garcia, the third baseman, who came in and made that play on the fly ball, and that's going to force Meyer to stay at second. That's 2 outs.
Maybe a change coming.
Logan Stepp will be the hitter. I know that. That's one thing that's not going to change. She's been on base 3 times tonight.
Hard to think of anybody better in this situation than Garcia. Can't imagine they're taking her out.
Garcia, who has been fabulous, along with the Yearsman, and I mean, the fact that both starters have just gone so deep into this game is, I'm sure, been very helpful for these teams' bullpens. Stepp with a fly ball into left, but right into the hands of the left fielder, Molly Forbes, and Corinne Meyer thought about going to third base, but held up before she could make that mistake on the throw from Forbes.
Number 4, Asia Jones.
Excuse me, looks like I misspoke. It's Annette Suarez now out there in left field. So it looks like they did make that defensive replacement at the beginning of this inning. So Annette Suarez, again the sophomore, will make that catch in left field. As Asia Jones steps up here.
Defensive change for Arizona Western, entering the game in left field, number 7, Annette Juarez.
Asia Jones, the freshman, bats here with 2 outs and the winning run at second base. Ground ball to third. That's through the hole. Rounding third is Meyer. Here's the throw from Juarez, not in time. And Asia Jones with the single through the hole on the left side. It got by Garcia, it got by Joaquin, and that's enough to propel the Phoenix College Bears ahead of the Arizona Western Matadors once again with a final score of 3-2. It'll be a Yearsman with the victory. Unfortunately, Jessie Garcia with the loss, and really just a great game in this duel between these two pitchers. in which the only scoring really came off of the home runs, and of course that final run that was scored there just now by Phoenix College. Able to get the win as Corinne Meyer, the runner on second base to get things started in that 8th inning, able to come across for the final run of the ball game. Anyway, I'm Jacob Suever with Aiden Blanc. I was so happy to bring you guys that broadcast today. Thank you so much for tuning in from Phoenix College Softball Stadium, and I will be happy to be with you next time.